Hello and welcome back to the Bree campaign. Unfortunately, there was a bit of a recording issue and you missed the battle outside of Athelin. But our troops did very well. We defeated the army that was coming towards us, and we didn't have any sort of major problems. I can see that the dwarves are now looking like they're moving on. And we are in a bit of a good position. Lord Finan is heading off towards Nova Reclaw, and I think that's where we'll be going next. So, I'm going to leave behind some of our weaker units.
Moving to crush the enemy. Victory!
And
We shall slaughter them, my lord.
my thinking is that we're going to be in a bit of a good spot. Let's build the grain exchange.
Move! I've tried whipping them. The men are spent. Nothing shall escape your notice in these lands, my lord. Finish them!
And I think we will move these guys up north as a garrison. And that was actually the site of a famous battle there. So, Reginald the Respected, loser Captain Marhold, remnants of Angmar. And I assume, is there one outside? No, there wasn't one outside Barrier Donak. It's a bit strange. There's not one outside Dead Man's Dyke either. It's disappointing that we haven't got any sort of many major victories. Although there's one there. Councilman Andy the Mighty, loser Captain Nilda. Any others? There's none outside Call Willershire. I'm surprised the big one that we fought up there with Moot Lord Tremac wouldn't have counted, but oh well. But Andy's got his name in lights. And part of me is wondering whether or not we should just move on. But we're putting forces towards Byrig now, and they've got a lot of trash. Trash tier rubbish.
Not to banter.
And what have we got there? We've got gatekeepers ready.
An order.
Yeah, I think... Do we go for Barkeleg or do we go for Nova Reclaw? I think we'll go for Nova Reclaw. Let's end the turn here. I hope everyone's enjoying the series, because I really am at the moment. And I feel like we're making really good progress. At the moment. Let's just wait for the turn end. And we don't want Dell laptop. Recruitment reports. Money-wise, we're making an absolute fortune now.
Yes.
Going to build a watchtower.
Nothing shall escape your notice in these lands, my lord.
And there's no mercenaries that we can pick up at the moment. We've got in Fornost. We've got quite the army there. Sort of a backup reserve. Let's move him up to Angsul, and then move him up to Khandum. We have reached it. And the faction leader is now Overlord Woofer, who doesn't look all that menacing, to be completely fair.
An order.
And I didn't mean for Spike to do that. But I'm sure I can train one there. I can indeed.
Yes. It will be an honor defeating you.
And I think the faction heir is there, and who looks identical to the faction leader. Yeah, and we are in the process of taking Byrig. They've got one more turn until they must decide to attack or stay where they are.
I respect you, my enemy.
And it looks like Enedwife are once again coming for Londair. What a boring and normal thing that they've been doing. And then Argond. We could start to get paved roads at some point. We could get a leather tanner there. We can get one there. We've got crops going there, and Dolvorn can't build anything. I think we'll bank the money, because next term we'll get paved roads in Argond. Unless Kellyonak can get anything useful. It's already building. Hey. Mengelin, how's that growing? Slowly. And that's 5 turns out. And Enedwafians. Let's see how much would they like peace. Very demanding. Oh, that's brilliant. That's actually hilarious. That they still don't want peace. Bearing in mind, you know, the issues they're having. We have got 4k. Oh yeah, can we build anything in Farbad? We can. Don't really want any of those. Although the blacksmith is quite good, so we'll get that. And we can't build a port there. Although Dundarak, yeah, you can build a port soon. Ports for days. And let's end the turn. So now, I would expect the Dunlendings to come out of Byrig. Oh, really? Londair?
We stand vigil as the enemy surrounds us.
And so we are attacked. We look like we're favourites to win this. So Captain Chock-a-Block brings Beast Slayers, who can be calved. Chieftain Menfar the Good is the faction leader, and he brings Beast Slayers. I'm seeing a theme here with Dunlending trash. Blaffen brings himself, really, with some chieftain's bodyguards, but nothing else really of note. And Captain also brings trash. So lots of trash. Let's fight this one. And start the deployment. So we know that from a standpoint of what's going to be facing us over there, it's nothing too much. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to bring the archers and place them there. Then I'm going to have the crossbowmen just in front as part of the main line. One with the 3 units of infantry. And then I'm going to have those 3 units of cav. I'm just going to go on a little bit of a one-man mission.
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
Yeah. So all of you, straight into them. And then really, the rest of them are coming from that direction, so let's go that way. And it looks like they didn't like the charge of the cav particularly.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. Heavy cavalry!
Downhill charge.
We have fought the war. Move on! Heavy cavalry! Heavy cavalry! Forward!
Come on, move out.
Double time! Heavy cavalry! Use whatever weapons you can muster. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
And let's have a little look around the battlefield. So, this is where the main force is coming from. And then from over here, we've got some of their sort of lighter units, as in the ones where there aren't many of them.
Heavy cavalry! Heavy cavalry!
The Beast Slayers are proving more of a nuisance than I thought they would. I think that will end them now. Yeah, they're fighting to the death.
Smash the enemy.
Let's just peel off a unit of the Sword Guard, the Bodyguard, and a couple of units of the Bow Guard, because they look like they're making a movement. Can make those a little bit less crazy. Move those to one side and make the Archer Militia spread out a little bit more. Yeah. Staggered formation, let's put it that way.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Took a bit of cav to like do the deed, but these cav are gonna absolutely massacre.
General's bodyguard. continue like this, we will smash the enemy. Countrymen! Forward with great speed!
Keep your heads up.
Attack!
Have an arrow ready. Have an arrow ready.
Attack! We're under attack! Pick up your bows, men! Missiles, attack!
So let's fight those chieftain bodyguards.
Have an arrow ready.
Attack!
Be vigilant, Joe.
Attack! The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours. We're under attack!
So they've lost 19%. And then as they're in a loose formation, they're going to get absolutely hammered by this cav.
Ready, men? Guard this area. General's bodyguard. Pick up your bows,
Right. Take these 3 units of cav, take them straight into the beast slayers. Because we need to take them out as soon as. Right. Gatekeepers, fire over there. Archer militia, fire over there. You guys fire there.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half
And
their men.
Blafan has died, who I think was sort of their main general. Absolute horde of cav. I'm surprised they're lasting this long, to be completely
The enemy
fair.
are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men. Ready, men? Good forward, quickly!
Have an arrow ready.
Attack!
Let it in.
Come together! Forward, quickly! Ready, men? Attack! Shift it! Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Come on. Alright, all the archers. Everyone turn off fire at will. Because this battle's been well and truly won. And the only unit that are still fighting are these clan spearmen over here that are flanked. Oh, and those guys. Those chieftains' bodyguards will disband anyway because their general died. Come on.
Heavy cavalry! Heavy cavalry! Heavy cavalry! Whatever weapons you can muster. We await your command.
This is a pretty final victory. I think we can easily say that this one's been mopped up.
The enemy general lies dead. Let the crows have his miserable bones, and let our swords have his. The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
And I think that was the faction leader.
Your command. Keep your spirits high. Spearman,
Right, is that it? I think the battle's done, isn't it?
spearman. Quickly. Steady your bows. Be ready, archers. Pick up your bows, men.
Oh,
Have an arrow ready.
Attack.
Keep your heads up.
Move it.
Have an arrow ready.
random.
Steady your bows. Pick up your bows, men. Double time. General's bodyguard. Steady your bows.
Baby orcs, be ready, archers.
Forward.
Keep your heads up.
Attack.
Have an arrow ready. Be vigilant, yeomen.
And they're fighting to the death.
Badly bloodied. They have lost half their men. Be ready, archers. General fire. Charge! Heavy. Move out. Charge! Be ready, archers.
And I think that's the end of them.
Our men have captured the enemy general. Guard him well and make it so he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
And I think that's the end of Byrig then. Now we've killed 98% of them. We did lose 20%, which is unfortunate. But it's a clear victory. They haven't really got any major soldiers left. And we managed to get some of our cav back, which is good. Considering we lost a fair amount of cav. Maybe somewhat unnecessarily. And we'll execute them. And with the capture of Byrig, another one of their major cities is gone. Chieftain of the Dunlendings is dead. We've sacked their camp and we've reached the Misty Mountains. Got a mission success. I'm alright without Brafor. And Minas Tirith is under attack. We've found the One Ring. And it looks like there's a fleet going
Moving to crush
of
the
corsairs to attack them.
besieging the cowards, my lord. They're not going anywhere.
think we'll chuck in a Traveller's Way station, and then if we move Rub out, and then switch it to Growth, no, they're still unhappy. It's fine. But we are at least converting them, I believe, slowly but surely, to being part of us. Yeah, 8% middlemen. A lot of Melkor's Shadow, but I just want to bring up a lot of auxiliary troops. And in fact, let's bring them up to Athelin as well. And we can get some of the dwarves going. I'm going to save that for now, but that's awesome. We're going to get the dwarves going. We've got 14,000 gold to spend, so let's spend it. Merchant's Wharf. That we can get there. In Argond, we can get paved roads. Let's get paved roads. And in Dunlarak, we're still 2 turns away, but we can get the port going soon. Into Duri, we've got a port coming. And we've got a Mason's Hall that needs to be built there. I think we'll bung the rest of it into troop production. So, Legion Hammerguard, Longbeard, we've got, this is cool. So dwarves are on the way. We can get some Hammerguard, Swordsmen, and Longbeard crossbows, and we can get some Legion Shield Guard as well, which is what we'll get. Next, we've waited 20 turns for them, and then we'll put them in the fort. We'll build a Dwarven mercenary army, because I think as well, yeah, we'll be able to get some units out of that, and then get some, yeah, some more out of there soon enough. Let's keep on going. Got those guys there. Just debating what we should do now with these guys. So let's leave behind the Sword Guard and those Journeymen, and then let's move back to Dunlarak, because we can pick up these 5 and then move them off to capture Barad Vin. And then what I think we'll do is we'll move up the sort of militia spam into Dunlarak. And we can't build any units out of there yet though, but soon. And if they can repulse that army, I mean really, Barad Vin is their sort of last major settlement, isn't it?
Your orders, my lord.
It is, yeah, it's their sort of last settlement. We can get a blacksmith there going. I think I will call it an episode there in a second, because we got them under siege now. The dwarves look like they're pushing towards Angsul, and we have near complete control of the north. We've got a choice. We can push on Shadoon,
Yes, my lord. As you wish. Yes,
or
I shall continue tomorrow.
we can take Khandum. Or sorry, we can take either Barkileg or Khandum.
An order.
And I must say, I'm not 100% sure which one I want to go for. I almost want the dwarves to take Khandum, and then I can take Shadoon. Yeah, you know what, we'll let the dwarves handle that, and then I'll handle this in the south. We've got some units building there, haven't we? The first of our new mercenary units. Chicken farming, Lumber camp. You're not building anything anymore. That gets us a little bit of money. I'm debating what's the better grab. You can build something. An armory. Everywhere's building. Corwillashire, grab a leather tanner. And Sackville, grab a smoking house. And we'll keep our economy pumping. Just absolutely floating in money at the moment. And Toby looks quite good, so we'll take him. And we've got a mission to make friends with the dwarves. Trade rights. Alliance. Come on, Barlin. And come on, Alliance. That's a shame. Oh, 2 units of farmhand pikemen. Hell yeah. I'm taking the piss.
Yes, my lord. As you
And we'll make our way over to Bjorn's halls.
Tomorrow's journey
And the Men of the Vale. It looks like we're drawing in another fairly large host of forces. The factionaires moved off to the north.
Yes, this had
How do you feel about a ceasefire? Nope, you're not wanting one. The dwarves are now sieging Angsul, which is good. That's what we wanted. We want them to keep pushing north. And we might as well take those 2 units of pikemen with us, even though they're not particularly good. And I'm not sure where this next general's sort of come up from. Oh, he's all the way down here.
yes,
Got quite the journey ahead of you, Toby, because you are heading... Well, ooh,
your orders, my lord.
Why do you hate us so much? We're nothing but good. Come on. Cultural unrest. Lame.
Yes, my lord.
I'm just debating whether or not we should have Toby heading south or north.
Your orders, my
Let's have Toby go north.
We shall continue tomorrow.
yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
To battle. Making camp here. This tower will keep vigil over the lands. As you command. To battle.
And we didn't want a very high tax rate there. It's bizarre. Byrig's been left with a very small garrison. And the main reason for that is I believe that their last stand script spawns up there. So, yeah, I'm going to try and sort of stop that from being a problem. Yeah, we've got vision on Herot and Alflud. So it looks like they lost that battle there. And we're going to get our armory finished next turn. There are no mercs.
As you command, we shall.
Your orders, my lord.
And we've got the Merchant's Wharf coming up there. Can we build anything else anywhere? Let's build the Traveller's Rest. Because we might as well build stuff. We can build the blacksmith there. Got a port coming there. Don't think Dolvorn has the ability to build anything. Got irrigation coming there. We've got the leather tanner coming there. That's building. That's building. That's building. That's building. Mengelin can't build anything. Bree's got the mercenary building coming. And we can get roads in Fornost. I think we're going to get roads in Fornost. And Barriodonac is building. Athelin can build. So in Athelin we're going to get the Traveller's Rest. And we're going to have to hole up at Novla Reclaw once we've taken it, and wait for this new army that we're building to make its way north. And then in Byrig, can we build anything? No. Dunlarak's still building. I think this will be just some money to bank this particular turn. I would like to get the ring. The ring would be a cool grab.
Yes. Finish them.
If I just quickly do an auto-resolve. How's that look? Yeah, we're gonna... I think put it on low tax rate for a turn. And we've managed to take it before they could get a decent army together. And I think, as I say, I'm going to call it an episode there in a second. So thanks very much for watching, if indeed you have. I hope you've had a good time watching this one. And I'll join you in the next episode. Thanks again. Bye bye.